Welcome to the 4th day of May, 2022. It's a Wednesday. This Day Weather Podcast brought to you exclusively by Cowboy State Daily, Wyoming's news authority. Visit them at cowboystatedaily.com or on their Facebook page. Well, it's going to be a cool, wet day across the region. The wet is good. I think a lot of folks would like it to warm up, and it will. In fact, we're going to have a quick warm-up Thursday and Friday, but there will be fog, rain, snow, and thunder in many areas of the Intermountain West today, especially the Central Rockies and the Central and Western High Plains. Needed rains coming for far eastern Colorado and Kansas later today and tonight. Good news for those winter wheat areas. Big warm-up Thursday and Friday. I mean, temperatures are going to be 20, 25 degrees below average today. Then we're going to go into the 60s and 70s, even some 80s by Friday in some areas. However, Mother's Day weekend is going to be a mixed bag of weather. There's some good things about Mother's Day weekend, bad things about Mother's Day weekend. It's an early Mother's Day weekend this year, so that's part of the problem. Now, it's staying unsettled next week across the West. We have a very large area of low pressure that's going to just spin around in the western half of the United States next week, and what that's going to do is keep the weather unsettled, but it's also going to bring more chances of needed precipitation. Webcam shots this morning. This is the western shot from the Green River Tunnel on Interstate 80 in Green River, Wyoming. This is what South Pass looks like this morning. Some really good precipitation last night. Lander and Riverton, Wyoming, over an inch of rain last night and more coming. And this is because of this guy right here. You can see the swirl of clouds. The upper level low is about over Craig, Colorado this morning, and it's going to take a full day for it to cross Colorado into western Kansas. So we're going to be influenced by this system in the region, especially Wyoming, Colorado, the western areas of Kansas, Nebraska, and South Dakota throughout the course of the next 24 hours. Here it is right now between Grand Junction and Craig. By this time tomorrow, it's only going to be about, well, near the Goodland area. So it's a slow mover, but that slow movement is going to keep rain chances and thunderstorm chances high, especially in winter wheat country here, where they really need the rain. So good news for this area here. You can see the stripe of heavier precipitation over southwest and west central areas of Wyoming. The central mountains of Colorado, the northern mountains of Colorado, going to see some good moisture with this as well. Notice, though, the showers are much lighter here. It's basically just too cool for any thunderstorm activity to get going in that area there. So it's just going to be a cloudy, cool day with only light showers. And you can see more moisture coming into the Pacific Northwest, even far northern California. Now, temperatures are going to be quite cool today relative to average. You can see all the green and the blue underneath where the low is. But notice this warm-up happening in Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Montana, warming up as well along the west coast. Now, some of this warmer air does come on in because the system right here, that's the system that's coming through today. By Saturday, it's going to be in the mid-Atlantic. Notice, though, another deep trough coming into the Pacific Northwest, but southwest winds develop ahead of it. This southwest wind is going to just basically bring a reversal of fortune from unseasonably cool and cloudy today and wet in some areas to much warmer by Thursday and Friday. These are temperatures relative to average by Friday afternoon. Look at that big warm-up. Desert air just streaking into the region. Cooler air coming into the Pacific Northwest with the next trough. That trough up there is going to settle on in, and this is by Sunday afternoon. So by Sunday afternoon on Mother's Day, we have southwest winds aloft, which will bring mild air into the region, except right here. The air here is going to really start to cool off over Washington, Oregon, Northern California, into parts of Idaho and the Northern Rockies, while Colorado, Nebraska, Kansas, going to be warm ahead of this trough. But what will happen is little weather disturbances will come along right here, and this time of year, those disturbances in that flow will trigger scattered showers and thunderstorms. Now look what happens. This is for Sunday afternoon. This is for Tuesday morning. Notice there's a bit of a log jam going on here. This system is just going to stay parked. Southwest flow like this will keep areas east of the divide very warm. I mean, there is going to be a huge warm-up right here late this weekend and early next week. While the Pacific Northwest and the Northern Rockies will be cool, it's going to be very warm here. In between, you're going to get scattered showers and thunderstorms, so it's going to be a really interesting week next week. Will this system get stuck or will it move? but there's a bit of a block right here, a low here, a high here, and the low here. They kind of feed on each other, and so you can get a log jam until this system comes south and tries to kick this one out. So it's going to be an interesting week of weather. The western side of the divide could be the coolest, the eastern side of the divide could be the warmest, and in between, there's going to be areas of showers and thunderstorms. This is by next Saturday, the 14th. We have a cutoff low over Oregon and Washington with little lows like right here coming in and going around it. This is a wet pattern right here for the northern Rockies as you just get showers and thunderstorms about every day going around this low. Will this happen? Don't know. But in May, this sometimes does. So we've got a lot of dynamic weather coming over the next 7 to 10 days. Have yourself a great Wednesday. We'll see you tomorrow.